Dear students, exercise 8.2, question number 5. It is given in this question that there is a parallelogram A, B, C, D. F is the midpoint of side CD and E is the midpoint of side AB of this parallelogram. We have to prove that AF and EC, these two line segments AF and EC trisect diagonal BD, means DP is equal to PQ is equal to QB, means these two line segments AF and EC divide the diagonal BD into three equal parts. So let's start the proof. Now in parallelogram ABCD, opposite sides are equal, so we will write AB is equal to CD, or you can say half of AB is equal to half of CD. Now half of AB we will take AE and half of CD we will take CF, as E and F are midpoints of sides AB and CD respectively. It's given to us. So half of AB is AE, half of CD is CF. Now opposite, now AE is equal to CF. Also AE is parallel to CF, part of parallel lines, because opposite sides of parallelogram are equal and parallel also. Therefore half of these line segments are also parallel. Therefore AE is parallel to CF. So we can say AE CF is a parallelogram, as one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. So it is a parallelogram. So you can say AF is also parallel to EC. Now we will take triangle. In triangle BAP, now E is the midpoint of AB and EQ is parallel to AP. Already we have proved that it is a AECF is a parallelogram, so part of parallel lines are also parallel. So EQ is parallel to AP and E is the midpoint of side AB. Therefore in parallelogram BAP you can say Q is also the midpoint of BP. Q is the midpoint of BP. So if Q is the midpoint of BP, you can say PQ is equal to QB. Let this equation 1. Similarly, we are taking another triangle. Similarly, in triangle DQC, now F is the midpoint of CD given to us, and now PF is parallel to QC, part of parallel lines. So we can say that P is the midpoint of DQ. Now if P is the midpoint of DQ, so you can say DP is equal to PQ. Let this equation be equation 2. So from 1 and 2 we get dP is equal to PQ and PQ is equal to QB. So AF and EC have trisected this diagonal BD into 3 equal parts. So we can say therefore AF and EC trisects diagonal BD. So hence proved. Dear students, question number 6 from exercise 8.2. In this question, what is given to us that ABCD is a quadrilateral and EG and FH are line segments joining the midpoints of opposite sides. We have to prove that EG and FH bisect each other. So, construction, we will join EF, FG, GH and HE and also diagonal AC. So, proof. How we are going to prove it? It's very easy question. In this question, we will use midpoint theorem. So first we will take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, E and F are midpoints of sides AB and BC respectively. Therefore, EF is parallel to AC and half of AC. Let this equation 1 by midpoint theorem. Now again we will take another triangle. Similarly, in triangle ABC, H and G are midpoints of sides AD and CD respectively. Therefore, HG is parallel to AC and half of AC. Let this equation 2. Now from first and second, what we get that EF is parallel to HG and EF is equal to HG also. Therefore, EFGH is a parallelogram. Why it is a parallelogram? As one pair of sides is parallel and equal, which is the one pair of sides, that is EF and HG. They are parallel and equal. Therefore, EFGH is a parallelogram. So, therefore, EG and FH bisects each other. Why they bisect each other? Because EG and FH are diagonals of parallelogram EFGH, and we know that diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. This we have to prove in this question, that EF and GH bisect each other. Why they bisect each other? Because they are the diagonals of parallelogram, and we know that diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Hence proved. Dear students, question number 7 from exercise 8.2. In this question, we are given that ABC is a right triangle at C and line L is parallel to side BC such that M is the midpoint of side AB and this line L intersects AC at point D. We have to prove that D is the midpoint of AC, then AD is perpendicular to AC, and third CM is equal to MA is equal to half of AB. So construction, join CM. We will join CM. So we are going to prove part 1. Now as M is the midpoint of side AB of triangle ABC and MD is parallel to BC, part of parallel lines. So therefore we can say D is also midpoint of AC by converse of midpoint theorem. So our first part is proved. Now moving to second part. Now as we are given MD is parallel to BC, therefore angle C is equal to angle 1. Here we will mark angle 1. We will write corresponding angles. If lines are parallel, their corresponding angles are also equal. So angle C is equal to angle 1. Therefore we can say MD is perpendicular to AC. So our second part is also proved. Now we will take the triangle, two triangles, that is triangle CDM, triangle CDM and triangle ADM. Now if angle 1 is equal to 90 degree, then angle 2 is also equal to 90 degree, linear pair. 1 plus 2 is 180, therefore both the angles are equal to 90 degree, as we have proved that MD is perpendicular to AC. So we will take two triangles CDM and ADM. In these two triangles we have DM is equal to DM common. Then angle 1 is equal to angle 2, each 90 degree. And then we have just proved that D is the midpoint of AC. So we will write AD is equal to CD, as D is the midpoint of AC. So by side angle side, by SAS congruence rule, triangle CDM is congruent to triangle ADM. If both these triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are also equal. So we can say CM is equal to MA, but MA is equal to half of AB. Why MA is equal to half of AB? Because M is the midpoint of AB. So if MA is equal to half of AB, then CM is equal to MA. It is also half of AB. So hence proved.